I'm doing this stuff in real time. This is a real deal. I'm a real business owner, and if I get it wrong, I'm going to end up potentially fucking bankrupt. That is the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat this vlog. I know not everybody's going to like what I'm going to say. Information is changing daily. What I say today could be totally irrelevant tomorrow, but I'm just going to tell you how it is today, being the 24th of March, and some of the strategies, some of the plans, some of the things I'm implementing to survive. And I'll tell you what, this is a time to be a leader, not a follower. You need to make your own decisions. Do not be a lemming. You will not survive. Get your own information, listen to your intuition, speak to experts, and make your own decisions, because if you get it wrong, there'll be nothing of your business left. That is a fact. Tom, how long do you think this is going to last for? Do you think like we're in for a dark winter and then come summer things will be okay?
No, because people will think it's someone that I know.
You're a tenant?
Yes.
And it's just empty. It's to be expected.
Before coronavirus, my real estate career was already in the fucking toilet, so don't worry about it, guys. It's all uphill from here.
So we've stood down a fair number of staff.
Skeleton staff?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay, yeah. Just working on the next vlog, but I've just done another vlog, and the vlog you're about to see is about real estate. And I just want to say the opinions are just my opinions. And why is it focusing on there? Fucking shit camera. As you know, I'm known for doing motorbike vlogs. This is a different vlog. This is back to a real estate vlog, but I thought, you know, it's important that I put something out. So the vlog you're about to see is, this is just my opinion. There's no right or wrong here, and I know that some agents will love to give me a kicking for what I say in the vlog. I don't run a perfect business, and I make mistakes as a business owner, but this is a vlog for business owners, not just in real estate, but I think business owners in general. I think it's a time to be shrewd with business. You know, I've just videoed some of my feelings and thoughts, and I've interviewed a couple of people through the day. This vlog isn't to upset anyone. Hopefully some people can get some benefit out of it. Well, all I can say is that we're in interesting times. The sun will come up tomorrow morning, and that's the bottom line, and I think we have to remember that, but I hope you enjoyed the vlog. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a bit of filming. I'm going to talk to some of my fellow business owners, and we're going to talk about COVID-19, about how we can survive and what we're going to do within our business. And I'm going to talk about the changes that I've done within our business. Hang on. Not everybody's going to like what I'm going to say. You know, I'm sure I've got plenty of real estate haters out there, so they'll be giving this a thumbs down, but I'll be giving you a thumbs up. So it's okay. I just want to be honest about, this is about leadership now. Now, leadership isn't about following. Leadership is about getting the information and then acting swiftly and making decisions so you're alive, so you get to live, so we can survive, so when we come out of this thing we can thrive. And that's what leadership's about. Leadership is not about waiting. Leadership is about acting decisively. Sometimes you do have to wait, but it's about taking swift actions. We've taken some swift actions because there'll be opportunity once we come out of this thing, and we want to position ourselves. I'm going to talk to you honestly. Now listen, I'm not a real estate trainer. I'm not plucking this shit out of the air. I'm a real estate business owner at the moment. I'm the managing director of 5 real estate offices, employing more than 40 full-time staff. And you know what's happening, or what's about to happen, and it hasn't even started yet, is going to have serious ramifications for people's income and the economy generally. So this is a time where this is about being nimble. It's about, you know, it's not about the big eating the small. This will be the fast that will eat the slow. We sell somewhere between 40 to 70 homes a month, every month, and we have nearly 1,000 property managements under management, which has been grown organically. We have very minimal debt on the business. I'm all about running lean and mean. Okay. So quick question, no bullshit.
Okay.
You're a rental manager. What's happening with our rental, with the heightened rental market?
Rentals have been good.
Yeah.
We are still getting lots of people through open for inspections this week. That could change next week, but for now...
Can we serve this guy first?
Yeah. How you going?
Yeah, I just dropped off the keys for Unit 5.
Rental market go. So we've got about 400 under management here, this office, roughly?
Yes, yep, roughly 400, yep.
Yep. So what's happening?
Opens have still been really busy. Weekend just gone, we had a lot of people through. So yeah, everything's still going as normal for us.
So no chat. Well, what about tenants ringing up saying I can't pay?
We've had 5 or 6 tenants say that so far out of 400.
Okay, all right. So minimal
Yeah,
at this point.
minimal at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what are you doing at open homes to protect yourself in regards to what's the plan?
Wearing gloves,
Yep.
having hand sanitizer, and just taking people through one by one.
Yep. Okay, that's
Yep.
smart. Okay,
Yep.
we're being reactive to COVID-19, but we're not
Yep.
being dramatic,
Absolutely.
are we?
No.
Because we understand that we have to keep its business.
Yep,
Yeah? We
and we're
have-
just following protocol and just,
Yep.
not panicking.
And we don't have a reception here anymore, do we?
We don't know.
Why don't we have a receptionist?
Well, we're just on skeleton staff at the moment, so.
Which is smart.
Yep,
Yep. Okay. Do you
Yep.
think we'll be okay?
I do.
Do you think that what the changes we've made, which has been quite swift,
Yep,
has been the correct changes?
definitely.
Are you saying that because I'm here and I'm the
No,
managing director?
although they're harsh,
Yep.
and I do feel for some people, you have to do what's best for you.
So rental market from this business is fine at the moment.
At the moment, yep.
And
All good.
people ringing up wanting to get. Well, can I just say this?
Yeah.
I've just leased out my property.
Yep.
Two people through it, leased second person.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
right.
that's good.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Good.
Cool.
What do you think about agencies that are just locking their doors and saying because that's not government legislation to do that,
No,
is it?
I
Do you-
think
Do you
they're-
think that's potentially overreactive?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
I thought
yeah.
that 2 weeks ago when
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was.
But I just want to clarify that doesn't mean that we're not going to lock our doors either. It doesn't mean that we'll follow what the government recommends, but they're not recommending that. So we don't need to be that proactive that we wreck our business. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Michelle, you've
Yes.
spoken at ARIC in front of 5,000 people.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. So you're someone of substance. You're nearly as famous as me.
I would
Okay,
like to think so,
Let's go
yeah.
get a coffee. Where can we get a coffee from here? Up here. Up here.
So the businesses are going around
Come
asking
closer.
anyone if they want deliveries.
So what business?
All the businesses around
Oh.
here are food deliveries.
So the businesses around here are asking, do they want us to do food deliveries, which is good.
Yeah, they're asking all the businesses if they want us to drop some food off. They're happy to come in and do
Come
deliveries.
closer. So what's happening is businesses are thinking outside the square now, which is smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're adapting. Okay, good.
Sales at the moment, people are buying because if they want to buy, they need to get in now.
So people are
because-
buying, yeah, well, I
because
don't-
they're Well, we actually have. We've got 2 sales going on at the moment. So
So 2 sales
two
from the
sales
Highton
today.
office.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I contacted some of my ones that have been sitting on the market that we haven't quite got an offer on yet, and I've converted them to a rental today. And also some owners that I knew were renovating homes and going to put them on the market. They've now put them on for rent.
Yeah.
So they've changed them to rent rather than.
So rather than selling, some people have decided to rent it for the moment.
Well, I've just been contacting my database and getting more rentals because then I know I'll have sales down the track. And I know rentals last forever, so it's a bit more secure, isn't it?
Oh, I am. Oh, look at the. Am I allowed to film? So obviously there's not a. So this is a cafe that me and Michelle eat in most days, and it's totally empty.
And it's normally pumping.
Only you. This is the case, gorgeous Casey.
Hey guys.
Guys, skeleton stuff. Skeleton stuff.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Oh, and they've got. Is this a takeaway dinner? Oh, pickup. So they've got
Dinner.
pickup dinner menu, which is smart. Thanks, gorgeous.
Good.
Sorry, your name is
Catherine?
Catherine. Hi, Catherine. You're a tenant,
Yes.
and tell me, what are your thoughts? Where you're at? Is it problems for you? Are you going to be able to pay your rent? Not going to be able to... Where are you at with things?
I'm okay for a few weeks.
Yep.
And just like everyone else, just taking it day by day.
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone's going to be fine for the next month or so. I think it'll be probably the month, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so... Do you find it alarming when at times the Prime Minister has mentioned words like the Great Depression, a depression?
No, because my grandmother went through that
Yeah.
and survived and raised her family. So
Yeah.
so it's nothing... It's a new threat, I suppose. It's a new global threat. But
Yeah.
I think everyone just has to band together and we all just have to, try and pay our rent and do our best.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what tomorrow's going to bring.
So I'm in the Highton office, and there's 3 staff here at the moment, and me, so 4. So who's the receptionist? Michelle Winkle is the receptionist, and there's normally 18 staff in this office, so it's.
The cleaner as well.
Oh, Winkle's the cleaner as well.
And the rubbish girl.
It's really weird. I've just seen people in suits sitting in parks doing deals. So people are obviously taking this thing seriously, which is good. Yeah, it's just interesting noticing the change. I'm eating lollies. Just heading to the Newtown office now. Hiya.
Yeah, good yourself.
How many pages have we got booked, mate?
4 3/4.
How many do we normally have?
Oh, about 10.
10. So
Yeah.
we're down 50%.
We're about down 50%.
So the ads we're putting in the Geelong Advertiser were down 50%. Has the phone been ringing less? Hang on.
Yeah, look.
Has the phone been ringing less?
Yeah, quiet. It's just been quiet. Phone's
Quiet.
not ringing. People aren't coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all around quiet.
Lisa, can I ask you a question? You're a property manager. How many under management roughly?
130.
Okay, 130 under management. What's changed? What's different? Tell me. Is it busier? Is it less busier?
It is actually busier. There's a lot of people that would normally have Airbnb. So I've had 3 calls this week about Airbnb properties.
So they want you to rent them out?
Yeah,
Yep,
they're
yep,
really
okay.
struggling. So we've had a lot cancel, or they've had a lot cancel.
Yep.
So a lot of furnished apartments and houses will probably come on the market in the next few weeks.
So do you see this as a time for rent roll growth?
Well, yeah, for us, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
alright.
absolutely. So we're standing outside of the property. We're limiting. Obviously, we're running with the government guidelines.
Yeah.
Personally, I've got masks. I've got gloves. I've got wipes. Everything.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. You look
Business as usual. Sorry, I've been walking. Gym's closed.
Before coronavirus, my real estate career was already in the fucking toilet, so don't worry about it, guys. It's all uphill from here. All right?
Matt, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
You've sold...
Oh, hey, I think I got the first COVID-19 sale on the board.
Panic
Here we
buying.
go. See, things can happen if you try.
Okay.
Spring Street,
I won't-
22B.
I won't show you the board, but what I did is on Monday, I drew a line under all our current listings. So there's a line, and I'll just show you something here. So there's a purple line under all the listings on the board. So I can see, as of the 20, because Monday was quite, the Prime Minister's announcements, the Prime Minister's announcements were quite full on Monday. So I can actually see, so since Monday we've sold 4. We've sold 4 since Monday. And we've listed 7. So we've got 5, and we've listed 7. Stefan, what are the stats at the moment? The numbers, what are the numbers? So I get emailed the numbers twice a day. I'm obviously all over the numbers. I want to see the decline we have. So this business, I'm just going to give you some figures. Across the 5 offices, we need about 30 to break even. I've made some changes which I'm going to talk about. So we need to sell 15 to break even. So I'm planning on a 50% cut in regards to sales. So listings so far for the month, 46. And sold 34. Okay, this month is no indication of what the market's going to be like. It just isn't. I can tell you that, I think. Next month and the month after will be more of a true indication.
So on REA, compared to this time like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
there's about 65, 70. Now Heighton typically carries around 100 pieces of stock, but the stock was quite low over the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and then there's now been a massive surge. So there's about 115 pieces of
But-
stock just in Heighton.
But is that property that's been re-highlighted that's gone back on? Or is it new stock?
No, it's a lot of new stock. So I think there's a lot of like conversations saying
Get it on now.
if you're somebody that wants to sell in the next couple of months, you better do it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one that I sold in Spring Street was a new construction, 2 years old. They qualified for the first homeowners grant, and a lot of downsizers that are a little bit scared right now that have been told to stay inside. They're not out. So a lot of first home buyers, they're
So
out.
first home buyers are out buying.
They're out buying. Yeah.
Okay. Winkle,
Done as
what'd you say?
appraisals.
What'd you say?
Our business is going to grow. All
Why?
we've done is appraisals. That's all I've done today for Heighton,
I agree.
Newtown.
I agree. This is a property management moment.
Absolutely,
And
you've got
you
to
know
capture it.
And can I just say this? Isn't it good that we have focused big time at Hazewinkle
We've had to.
for years.
Yeah.
I mean,
But look, at the moment, I think any agent, you've still got to jump on the opportunity. We're still here to make money. We've still got a business to run. We can't get away from that. We've all got to operate in certain times, but just get in, do an open, call your owner, adjust and move as you go.
Annie's my financial controller. Question, what changes have we made? What changes did I make Sunday night? What did we do? Let's talk about the changes.
So we've stood down a fair number of staff.
1 second, question. We've gone from growth mode, yes? So we're in aggressive growing business, would you say that?
We have been historically, yes.
Yes. And we've gone from growth mode to survival mode.
Yep.
Survival mode. So what did we do? What actions did I tell you? What did we take? And I bounce everything off you. Annie is my right-hand woman. I guess I value her input. She's very level-headed, and I can be quite emotional. Annie's quite... What would you say you are?
Practical.
Okay. All right. So you're practical. I'm emotional. So I bounce everything off Annie. So what changes did we make?
So we terminated a couple of staff.
We didn't terminate them. We stood them down.
Well, last week we did.
Okay.
And then we've stood a few staff members down this week.
Yep.
We've got a new COVID-19 policy that everyone's signed off on, and they've incorporated into their routine.
Yep.
So with opens and just meeting with clients.
Let's talk about number of staff. I think we've got about 42 full-time employees. We've basically got rid of about 20% of staff.
Yeah, so we're down to about 30.
That wasn't easy to do, but we needed to take decisive action because we have to survive. Okay. What sort of staff did we let go of?
So the PAs have been stood down.
Receptionists?
Yes, your daughter, unfortunately,
Yep.
had to be let go. So we're just trying to operate with essential staff and see how things go from there.
So little things we did, yeah, Annie. Example is the photocopiers.
Yep.
We've got 5 photocopiers, and it's all the little 1%ers I think that we do will save money, yeah?
Yep.
So we've changed, there's no more colour printing. A colour printing cost us about 8 cents, and I think to print black and white is about 0.1 of a cent or something like that. So I've had all the photocopiers locked, no more colour printing within the business, black and white. What else have we done to save money?
We've cut out a few supplies, so we're doing in-house cleaning now.
Okay, so we got rid of the cleaners, fired all the cleaners, yep.
No more Tats Lotto tickets, watching the bills very carefully.
Your everything historically, everything you paid, you didn't run past me, did you?
Nope.
What happens now?
So it has been autonomous, but now I'm running everything by you to get approval.
Every single thing we pay goes past me first, okay?
We're updating our listings online to include a COVID disclaimer as well, just so that people can see that we're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Just having constant meetings. So we've had a management meeting yesterday. We're having another one tomorrow to discuss the new changes that's being made tonight.
So there should be, businesses should have, this is a time to communicate, yeah?
Yep.
And yeah, lots of communications, lots of emails, lots of texting. Yep, really important.
I'm getting about 10 dozen phone calls from Danny every day. So
I'm ringing you a lot.
Friday night, Saturday, Sunday night, I'm in bed on my phone and I get a call from Danny.
Yeah. So and what's the rule?
Answer the phone.
Yeah, she is. I mean, and it's got to be that way. You know, me and Annie make key decisions together. She implements it. I think it. She implements it, and we make it happen. We just don't have any time for. There's no grey here, is there? It's black and white. Yeah. Shrewd, clear, clean cut decisions. Get rid of the emotion. The emotion you can deal with later. And all these people we've stood down. I plan on re-employing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these people are my friends. One of them is my daughter. So, you know, when do you think this will pass, Annie?
There's no way to tell. We don't know how bad that it's going to get, so we can
We're preparing for the worst. We're making the cuts now,
Yep.
so we can survive if it gets really bad, yeah?
Yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
You do a good job.
Thanks.
Okay, what about this?
No. Social distancing.
Okay. All right, sorry, I forget. You know, it's great that everyone's talking about social distancing, right? I get that, but you know what? It's in our DNA to shake hands and to hug, and you know, I do fist pumps and I forget to do that. So it's not that I'm being irresponsible about social distancing. It's just we haven't never been told in our lifetime to social distance. So you know, when all the trolls have a go at people saying, you're being irresponsible because you're not social distancing, just cut some people some slack. Like, we understand that we've got a social distance, but we're getting our head around it, you know? I mean, we're obviously getting our head around it as quickly as we possibly can, you know? How are you practicing? How are you practicing social distancing?
Trying to avoid as many people as possible.
Yeah, what about dating? Dating?
Well, I've been practicing that for months now, so I was ahead of the curve with the coronavirus on that one.
Right, Winkle, let's ask some questions.
I just went to the shop to get minced meat.
Yeah.
$23 a kilo.
Has it gone up?
Yeah, 23 a kilo.
Oh, so they're profiteering
So
from it.
normally minced meat is about, the most you'll pay at a butcher is $16 max. $23.
I've got asthma.
Okay.
Winkle, do you think we'll come out of this?
Yep.
Yeah. Why?
Because we ride through anything and we're not going to go down, and I think most Australians are like that.
Come closer.
I think most Australians are like that. As much as times get hard, there's always a way out of everything. So I feel a bit like we're in a movie and I want to see what the end's going to be like, but unfortunately we can't fast forward to the end. We just have to ride it out. But I do think that no matter what we're going to go through, we will come out of it.
Short version, Winkle, short version.
I'm also pretty proud of the way people have stuck together and the way people have come out and said that we're behind you. And
I'm
even
super
some of
proud.
Our staff been
morale,
so supportive.
Our staff morale is really high.
Working overtime and doing whatever needs to be done to make sure we can all survive.
See, here's the paramount thing. When you've come from nothing like me and Winkle have, like we didn't have mummy or daddy that gave us 200 grand, and we haven't been able to afford the $3,000 Eames chairs or the $250,000 fit out in our offices, right? So when you've come from nothing, we understand about what it's like to operate with nothing. So this is why our business has always run lean and mean. One is because we've never had the money to go the big stuff. But what happened is, when you've come from the gutter, when you've come from nothing, you know how to fight. And so for us, me and Winkle, we are battle hardened, aren't we? We've been sued, we've been through divorces, split ups, we've had pregnancies, lots of. What have we had? We've had mass office walkouts,
mass rental losses by other agencies.
When we changed from Ray White to Hayes Winkle, we lost over 200 rental properties. We had some staff leave. I'm almost excited for the challenge because.
Yeah, I just feel that it's just what I've always done when we're in this situation. You just have to get up, you have to suit up or get up, get in the shower, start the day, put one foot in front of the other and take it as it comes. And day by day by day, you get to the end and you win.
And what about the fear-mongering? So we don't have any tolerance for staff, do we? That wants to...
be negative.
That want to be negative about it. We don't have... In fact, I'll just let them go. I'll say, you know what? You can actually clean your desk up and you can go because there's plenty of negativity out there. And the reality is whatever happens tomorrow will happen tomorrow, but all we can deal with is what's in front of us today. Yeah?
Which is probably so great because you and I have always had day at a time... what is it? That day at a time.
Yeah, living a day at a time.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do. And I think the whole world at the moment is really realising that we just have to stay in the now.
Single people and being isolated in regards to mental health.
I was going to talk about isolation.
Isolation.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
That's going to be tough. We need to talk on the phone more. We need to... my texting and my phone calls have been through... I received over 100 phone calls yesterday, and I don't know how many I made, but I had more than 100 coming in, which were quick phone calls. So that's good. And I'm constantly talking to the team. So it's about being... I know this sounds wanky, but it really is about living in the solution.
Yeah.
So there's problems everywhere. Yeah, every time you listen to the government, it's like more problems, more fear-mongering. When we're going to be locked down? It's like we haven't been locked down yet, but we're just going to do what we're going to do until we get locked down, yeah?
And if we do, we'll survive through that too.
And when we get locked down, we'll survive through that.
Plan,
you know what I mean?
You know?
Well, we do have the plan. What is the plan?
The girls can work from home.
The girls can work from home.
So we will. And we'll Zoom. Zoom's great. Everyone's Zooming at the moment.
Yeah. So we have a plan on a plan on a plan, but we don't even know what the plan is because there's so many plans in place.
I know what the plans are.
Let's talk about the market. I'm going to be really honest in my opinion. I actually think 4 weeks from now to 8 weeks from now, people are not going to be selling their homes. I'm preparing the business. We need to sell, I said before, we need to sell a minimum of 30 a month to break even. I'm being really honest with figures. I'm planning on, if we can sell 15 a month, is that a realistic target? We don't know, but that's what we're going to aim for.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just don't know.
So we're going to try and aim for 15 a month.
But I think everyone's in that predicament as no one knows what tomorrow's going to bring. So we just got to stay in the now.
Okay.
And those properties will sell down the track.
We're moving away. We're fundamentally an auction business. We're about making it easier for buyers to buy. So things are going to be listed for private sale. I know there's a lot of virtual tour companies at the moment that are going to jump on this bandwagon because, people are going to buy through looking at a video.
I don't think that's going to work.
I actually don't believe that. I know, and again, I'm saying this vlog, I don't expect everybody to agree with what I'm saying here. This is just our opinion.
I personally wouldn't spend $600,000 without viewing a property.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to grow legs or not. But again, this is just my opinion, and it could all change tomorrow. Part of the reason why the housing market won't collapse, in my opinion, is because the government won't let it.
Yeah,
I think
agreed.
interest rates may go down to zero even.
Yeah, and first home buyers are getting massive discounts. They've got their government grant of 15%, which they have to, the 15% guarantee, they have to spend that within an allotted time. So if they have to spend that within 3 months, they're going to be out buying.
Yeah.
So that's who we've got buying at the moment.
But Michelle, if you were going to put your house on the market,
Yeah.
and I don't want the bullshit, I want the truth.
Yeah.
If an agent said to you, now's the time to get your house on the market, would you be saying that dialogue, or would you be saying, wait 8 weeks, wait 12 weeks? What would you be saying?
If I was going to sell and I had something to move to, I would be doing it now.
Okay.
Because I'm the sort that if I know I'm going to sell anyway, what does it matter if it's now or in 8 weeks' time?
But if
We
you were
don't know what 8 weeks looks like.
but if you were contemplative about it,
If I didn't have somewhere to go, or if I didn't have some reason to sell and it was just I just want to see what the market's doing, then no, of course I wouldn't go on the market.
Yep.
But I would be planning to stay for a lot longer then.
so if you wanted to test the market, let's say you've just done a renovation, you think, well, listen, I'm going to put it on the market and try and get an extra 200 grand because the market's hot.
I wouldn't do that now.
That probably wouldn't be wise.
No.
That's just their opinion.
But I think a lot of agents will be saying whatever they can to try and get people. And I think there'll be a lot of...
Bullshit.
I was trying to say it in a nice way. I think there'll be a lot of bullshit said to people in homes at the moment.
So our business has been built on honesty and transparency, and we're the sort of business where we actually don't want to be liked by everybody. We understand that we're not for everyone, but we are for some. So yeah, we believe that there's going to be a lot of spin from real estate agents saying whatever they can to get your house on the market. But would you not put your property online and just let it sit there until this is over, so it can? Because some agents might say, yeah, but there's going to be an influx of property, say come the summer.
I would only be going online if I was a home under the under $600,000. If I was a 1.5 million.
Slow down there. So what Michelle's saying is that homes
under 6.
And we're a mums and dads business, so we're very lucky. We're not a top end business. So homes under the 600,000 are selling like that.
Yeah.
So if you're in that space,
Yeah.
get your house on the market. It's
Yeah.
going to get sold. We have competition for that. Let's be honest with people here. We're all saying to ourselves, let's not spend money at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We are. We're all going. I mean, there's things I was going to buy. I need a new TV, and I've gone, I'll just hold off.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not going to buy it. I'm just holding off to see what happens because we don't know how bad it's going to get. Until the government starts releasing some positive information, like China, is virtually having, not many cases now. And again, I'm unsure of even if that's true or not because there's so much speculation.
Yeah.
But until I guess we start to see some positive news reports, I do think it's going to be a very dark winter. The problem for Australia is, and I don't know if you guys are listening agree, the problem for Australia is we're going to be hit with a double whammy. We're moving into flu season. So everybody that gets the flu is going to probably think they've got COVID-19, which is going to inundate the health system anyway, yeah?
Although everyone is very health conscious and germ conscious at the moment, so I think the flu numbers will be down on what we normally are.
So Michelle Winkle has to be especially careful because she's a type 1 diabetic. And
I've literally got a pump that is this close to breaking at any moment.
All right.
So that's not good.
All right, let's talk about something important. So key things for us is... Annie, can you come here for a minute? Key things for us is we're seeing a spike in rental growth.
Yep.
Spike. This business has really hammered hard about our property management team. Annie, coming to the camera, I just want to ask a question. Do you think it's fair that suppliers give us a break at the moment in regards to payment terms?
Yeah, of course.
Coming closer. So are you contacting them trying to extend times to be paid?
Well, you've been contacting them.
Okay,
And we're just waiting to
Hear
get
back.
back on some clarity about those terms.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Everyone's scared of anyone.
Guys, I'm not sick, all right?
I know
Jesus. Okay,
that.
listen up. It'll be interesting to see how Geelong... I think as we come into summer, this will all be over. And I think that people will be very happy. I think there'll be relief. I think the economy will just be stimulated crazily. And I think it will be good times. I just want to say this. There's some people that talk about... I might have already covered this, but they talk about, after the bust, there's a boom. Let's be clear. We haven't gone into a bust yet. Have we?
No, we haven't. No.
The real estate times have been good bloody times. So, we need to have a bust. And the longer the bust, the bigger the boom. So, it is about preparing for that. And I think we're trying to gear our business to prepare for that so we can survive. This isn't a time to be liked. This is a time to survive. It doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. You have to survive. And this is where leadership comes in. It's interesting. We wonder if there will be a spike in land, particularly because Geelong has bigger blocks.
Yeah.
It's more spacious. It isn't the rat race of Melbourne. And we wonder if this will be a bit of a wake-up call for people to reassess
Getting out of the city.
getting out of the rat race. This is the main cafe precinct of Geelong, and generally this would be packed with people, and it's just empty. It's to be expected. So I suffer from asthma, and I've come to get some asthma medication, and I'm only allowed to get one asthma pump because they're finding that they're selling out of asthma pumps. Sorry, you're a pharmacist?
Correct.
And what's your name?
Andrew.
Have we met before?
No.
That's a lie. Question. I've just come in to buy some Ventolin because I've generally got asthma, but you guys are running out of Ventolin.
It's like toilet paper.
People are stockpiling Ventolin.
Well, they're panicking.
They're panicking. So you ran out today, you got a new supply in,
Yes,
and you've limiting it to one per customer.
pretty much, yeah.
Yep. What else are you out of here?
Toilet paper, hand
paper.
sanitizer.
But you've been out of that for weeks, yeah?
Yes, tissues.
So how the hell do people sanitise their hands if you cannot get it?
Soap and water.
Yeah, just soap and water.
Soap and water is probably better.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Isn't it weird though, like people are giving each other a hard time for not social distancing, but is it fair to say that it's in our DNA that all we've known in our whole lifetime is to give each other a handshake or a hug? So we forget, don't we? Do we forget?
It's very difficult
We
to not handshake. You just like step back nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. And what about people that are on Tinder? Like, what are they doing?
Well, I think, and I heard this, Danny, this could be correct, that people are going back to their old flames, ones that they know,
Ah, right.
rather than meeting new people, ones that they might trust.
I reckon there'd be a lot of sexting and a lot of pictures going around. Is that a fair comment to say?
Well, you would know, Danny. I'm married. I'm not sure.
No. Well, it's the married men I've told that actually know better than the single men. I have to be honest, I feel an incredible sense of community, of people banding together. It's actually a beautiful thing. The reality is, in regards to the economy, people will sit on their hands. People won't, people will just hold off before they spend money because we want to know what's going on. And, not knowing creates anxiety. So it's normal for the economy to shut down. You sometimes wonder, why doesn't the government just freeze everything? Like freeze mortgage payments, freeze everything so we don't get stung with interest. I think it's appalling. I think it's disgusting what the banks are doing. I think they're making out that they're going to help you out by freezing payments, and that might help, but then they're going to stimulate later on with interest rates or higher interest rates. So you have, not only do you have to pay it back, you've got to pay it back with more interest. I think that is really poor form, and I hope Scott Morrison grows a pair of balls. And with respect to him, what a tough job he's got at the moment. But really, it isn't the time where the banks should be opportunistic. This isn't the time where banks should be opportunistic and bleed like it's like a fake will help you, and stuff like that really upsets me. I think that's poor form. I mean, these companies boast about their billions of dollars of profit they make for shareholders. Why charge interest at this time? Is it necessary to charge interest? Like help people out, Me and Michelle, we were walking the other day and we saw an old man fall over, right? And other people saw this guy fall on the ground, and we walked over and we picked him up. And other people didn't help him, and I think that was poor. And I think, this is a time where we've just got to help each other and stop being silly about this thing. I don't know where I'm headed with this. Tom, how are you?
Good, Danny. How are you?
What's it like looking into a lens? Obviously, potentially everything's a bit crazy at the moment.
Yes.
What's your take? I mean, you're one of the, if not, well, in my view, the leading coach in the country. And look, I'm not going to read your resume. People know who you are. Tom, how long do you think this is going to last for? Do you think like we're in for a dark winter and then come summer things will be okay?
I'm not going to give you a time frame. All I'm just going to tell you is it's a bad season. Danny, in life, we have bad seasons and we have good seasons. In life, we have times to sow and we have times to reap. And I want your viewers to know that, in my opinion, this is a time, like there's a great saying, the time you plant the seed is not the time you eat the fruit. So, hey, we might not be able to show buyers through property next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
We might not be able to do an open home next week. I don't know. But what I do know is that you're not going to make a bad 3 months look like a bad life, which with some people. And I know you're on the same page with me. You're not going to tolerate any drama queens or any people that are going to go on and on and on. I have to tell you, I said to a guy this morning, he says, "Oh, this is a catastrophe." He goes, "This could go on for 2 months." I said, "Mate, you bludged all of December and January anyway. What difference it is? That was 2 months anyway. Like, get real, right? Like, Danny, the average agent across Australia does one sale a month anyway. Whoopie-doo, it goes for 3 months. They missed out on 3 sales, right?
Yep.
Like, get real, right? And I got to tell you, Danny, it reminds me a little bit of in 2006 when I first got diagnosed, right? I remember going in for treatment and I remember thinking to myself, you know what? This is a little bit of a retreat. Like, I've got to stay away from people because I can't catch a germ, because when you're going through chemo, you can't get viruses. So it's a little bit the same.
Yep.
I can wake up. I don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock and be part of the 5 a.m. club. I can actually wake up later, right? I can actually, eat the food that I choose to prepare instead of having to eat at bloody hotels and cafes and at airports.
Yep.
I don't have to travel on planes, which is pretty good as well. There's actually, it hasn't been a shit week last week. It's actually been pretty good. But I tell you what, I've already factored in, I'm going to make less money.
Yeah.
That's part of the deal. You've got to factor that in. So what do? You look at your cost base. And any person that's watching this, and that could be in your office, in any real estate office, if you're a bludger, if you've been faking it, if you've been actually just getting through, I've got bad news for you. You're going to be unemployed.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom, I've and I've done the vlog on this and I've been honest, I've actually 20% of my team has gone. They've been stood down straight away. I made decisive, clear action because I just chewed all the fat in one day. I cut it all off in one day. All the luxury stuff is gone. Even the cleaners have gone.
Okay, you said something profound there, Danny. All the fat's gone. You know what stays? Muscle. Listen, and I want to, please, I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to lose their job.
For example, Tom, like PAs, for example, that aren't necessary, because it's going to be quieter, we've had to stand them down. Do you know what I mean? But people on retainers, we've had to let go. You know what I'm saying?
Danny,
yep.
There's a heap of people, hairdressers, personal trainers, cafe baristas. They're all being penalised and smashed, and I feel for it. There's real estate people in roles that they served a purpose, but for the next 3 months they won't serve a purpose. But here's the deal, Danny. They're good people, but you know what? If you don't do anything, everyone goes down in the business.
I agree. Tom, my own opinion is that this week or next week will not be a true indication of what's to come. And I don't want to be an alarmist. I think it'll be the next couple of months where we'll see the true reality. But that's just my thoughts.
I agree with you. And I'm actually saying to people, hey, forecast, you're going to make a lot less money, right? Forecast that. That way you're not going to get disappointed, right? Yep. The other thing is, hey, look on the bright side. I'd hate to be a doctor or nurse at the moment, man. Like, seriously, Danny, think about their lives now. Yeah. They've got to be like 30 centimetres away with someone that's coronavirus, and then they've got to go home to their kids. So seriously, man, real estate ain't that bad. Yes, you're going to make a little bit less money, most likely. But you got a good opportunity to come back in September, October, someone that's got a bit smarter with their time, someone that's improved their social video skills, someone that's learned how to work effectively and not having to sit in the office. I mean, there's a group of people right now that are actually realising when they were at the office, they were just sitting in the office pretending to be busy anyway, right? Yeah. And they begin to realise, hey, real estate's all about the amount of people that you speak that really matter. And to be quite honest with you, you can do that anywhere. You can do that sitting on a motorbike. You can do that sitting in your home. You can do that anywhere. The bottom line is, like, nothing's changed the way we do it. And as far as I'm concerned, pick up the phone, ring up your client and say, hey, It's Tom Panos here. I want to let you know, for us, it's business as usual, but in an unusual way. Let me tell you what we're doing, right? That's a great starting conversation.
Yeah, good on you, Tom. Yeah.
All I'll say to people is this. Remember this. Your current situation is not your final destination. Don't keep focusing on just the shit that's going on. Man, before we know it, it's going to be September. Sun's going to be out. The AFL ground at Geelong's going to be packed. People are going to be in pubs. People are going to be back in gyms, and the real estate market's going to be booming because I've never seen so much stimulus and lower interest rates in my whole life.